Let's go Broncos! The kind of move that just went down in Denver is the type that doesn't just make headlines, it makes legacies. Something's brewing behind the scenes, and I've got to tell you, this one has the potential to reshape the identity of the Denver Broncos for the next decade. We're talking about a decision so smart, so calculated, that other teams will be kicking themselves wondering how they let it happen. It's bold, it's strategic, and it might just be the clearest sign yet that Sean Payton and company are building something truly unstoppable. But before I dive into the full story, if you've been riding with this team through thick and thin, through the quarterback carousel, through coaching changes, and every gut-wrenching loss, hit that like button if you're a real one, especially if you've been a Broncos fan for more than 20 years. And drop a comment saying, "Go Broncos!" My heart bleeds orange and blue, because what I'm about to break down for you isn't just another contract update. It's the kind of move that tells you exactly where this team is headed. And trust me, you're going to want to hear every second of it. Now let's get into the meat of this. Courtland Sutton, number 14, the favorite target of our quarterback Bo Nix, has agreed to a 5-year, $92 million contract extension. But here's the kicker, only $27 million of that is guaranteed. That's an absolute steal in today's receiver market. To put that into perspective, he's now the 18th highest paid receiver in the league, while ranking 15th in targets, 16th in receiving yards, and tied for 13th in touchdowns last season. We're talking about elite-level production at a bargain price. If you look at it per touchdown or per yard, the value is unmatched. And even more impressive, he did all that despite Bo Nix not even throwing his first touchdown until week 4. When you break it down to touchdowns per game, Sutton is performing at a top 10 level. And the respect is real, not just inside the locker room, but across the league. Trent McDuffie, a Pro Bowl cornerback who has to face Sutton twice a year, listed him among the top 3 receivers in the NFL alongside Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson. That's no small praise. That's coming from someone who knows firsthand what it's like to try and cover him. Now let's talk culture. When the news broke, the Broncos locker room lit up. Jonathan Cooper was tweeting out court with a ton of exclamation points. Nick Benito, who's up for a new deal himself, was celebrating like it was his own extension. He called Sutton OG and threw out prayer hands and crying emojis because he was that happy for his teammate. That says something. That says everything. These guys genuinely love each other. They're not just teammates, they're brothers. And that kind of culture, that's what wins championships. And it doesn't stop with the players. You had Diana Rossini breaking the news live to Bo Nix on set, and he looked absolutely thrilled. Later, Luca Evans tells Benito mid-interview, and the man lit up like a kid on Christmas. That reaction? That's real. That's organic. That's what Sean Payton is building in Denver. Something special, something lasting. And you want to talk about value? Look at what other teams are paying for their top guys. Jamar Chase, almost twice Sutton's annual salary. Tyreek Hill and Brandon Ayuk, $30 million a year. Meanwhile, Sutton's sitting pretty at $23 million, and we've got him locked in long term. That's not just smart, that's championship roster building. This front office is showing that if you perform, they will take care of you. That's a message being sent loud and clear across the locker room, and players are responding. Take Dre Greenlaw, for example. At his press conference, he explained exactly why he chose Denver over San Francisco, even after John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan flew out to his house in Texas for a last-ditch recruitment effort. He picked Denver because he wanted to play with Bo Nix and be part of what Sean Payton is building. And it's not just words. Dre saw the vision. He saw that the Broncos aren't just selling potential anymore, they're showing results. This team is now a destination, a talent magnet. We've seen it in back-to-back off seasons now with multiple players taking less money to stay in Denver. That's not by accident. Even on the injury front, things are trending upward. We made it through our first padded practice without any serious injuries. Yes, Alex Singleton was seen holding his arm and working with a trainer, but let's not forget, this is a guy who played through an ACL injury. He's a warrior. And though Drew Sanders will be out for 4 to 6 weeks, it's not a season-ending blow. He was more of a depth piece behind Singleton and Greenlaw anyway. And we also saw Mike McGlinchey back in pads after missing 3 practices, which was a relief for many fans, even if he didn't participate in team drills just yet. And then there's Evan Engram. Fans at practice couldn't stop talking about him. Word is, he's going to absolutely explode in this offense. He's lining up more like a wide receiver than a traditional tight end. That's a massive upgrade from what we had in the tight end room last season, one of the league's weakest. That transformation could be one of the key X factors in this offense going from good to great. So the culture is right. The talent is there. The front office is making savvy, forward-thinking moves. And for the first time in a long time, it feels like the Denver Broncos are finally back on track to being one of the elite teams in the league. But now I want to hear from you. What do you think about Courtland Sutton's new deal? Was it the steal of the offseason or what? Because when you really think about it, this isn't just a contract extension, it's a statement. A declaration that Courtland Sutton is not only a cornerstone of this franchise, but a reflection of everything Sean Payton and George Payton are trying to build. And perhaps more importantly, it's a signal to every other player in the locker room and around the league. Perform here, buy into the culture, and you'll be rewarded with security, with respect, and with the chance to be part of something bigger than yourself. And speaking of buying in, let's circle back to Bo Nix for a second. His rookie contract lines up perfectly with Sutton's extension, meaning Denver's young quarterback will have his top target locked in through the most critical development years of his career. Continuity like that between a young QB and his WR1 is invaluable. It builds chemistry, rhythm, trust, and when the games are tight and the stakes are high, that connection can be the difference between another losing season and a deep playoff run. Now let's address the skeptics, those asking whether Sutton's best days are behind him, or if he's worth $92 million. The stats don't lie. He's been consistent, even while catching passes from a carousel of quarterbacks. And now, with a true offensive mind in Sean Payton and a rising star in Bo Nix, there's every reason to believe we haven't even seen Sutton's ceiling yet. The numbers he put up last year came without a true rhythm in the offense for nearly a month. With a full offseason, a locked-in game plan, and no more QB drama? Watch out. But it's not just about stats. It's about identity. Sutton represents resilience. He's weathered coaching changes, quarterback changes, losing seasons, and injury rehabs. And through it all, he's kept showing up, kept grinding, kept putting the team first. That's not just rare in today's NFL, that's invaluable. When your locker room leaders walk the walk, it's contagious. Younger guys see it. Free agents notice it. And suddenly, Denver becomes more than just a stop on someone's career. It becomes a destination. We also have to give credit to how the deal was structured. From a cap perspective, this is masterclass maneuvering. It's a flexible deal that doesn't handcuff the team, but still gives Sutton the respect and financial stability he's earned. And in a wide receiver market that's about to explode, locking him in now could end up looking like an absolute steal just a year or two down the line. Look around the league. Guys like Scary Terry McLaurin are already pulling in $23 million annually, and his new deal will almost certainly surpass Sutton's. That means Denver got in early, bet on their guy, and set the standard before the market dictated a higher price. That's how smart franchises win. Now let's talk about the bigger picture. This isn't a team throwing money at stars hoping something sticks. This is a cohesive plan. Sean Payton said it himself, Denver is now a destination, and the proof is in the players choosing to come here. Dre Greenlaw picked the Broncos over a perennial contender in San Francisco. That's not something that happens by accident. That happens when a program has real momentum, when players believe in the vision, and more than anything, when they believe in each other. You can feel that momentum everywhere, from the players celebrating each other's successes, to the fans packing out training camp, to the energy radiating through the facility. It's a culture shift, one built on accountability, belief, and a burning desire to restore this franchise to the glory it once knew. And then there's the leadership component. Sean Payton has been vocal. He's not selling dreams anymore. He's selling reality. Denver isn't a maybe. It's a we're here. It's a team that's no longer hoping to be good, but expecting to be great. And that's a scary proposition for the rest of the league. Because once this engine gets fully humming, with Bo Nix under center, Courtland Sutton on the outside, Dre Greenlaw anchoring the defense, and Evan Ingram making defense